Charlotte's hosting some big crowds this year, tens of thousands for the CIAA tournament this week. Just as many when the DNC comes to town in September. Consumer reporter Kristen Miranda is here now.
And Kristen, I know our cyber expert is worried that a family fun activity could add more work for law enforcement.
Yeah, we're talking about geocaching here, and it's a great way to learn about your surroundings, about nature, and the people who are really passionate about this work really hard with law enforcement and other geocachers to make sure that it is done safely. But if we have learned anything through protecting your cyber turf, it is that not everyone has the best intentions. So there are just a few things to think about before you try geocaching for the first time. A friend who was into geocaching piqued Mark Chevrolet's interest in this digital treasure hunt.
She'd go up to Black Mountain or go to, Crowder's Mountain or go to Freedom Park, and she would find these places, and she would sign the book and saying that she'd been there.
It is the digital world meeting the physical. You're given clues and coordinates online to find a treasure. It can be anything from a book that you sign to prove that you've been there to a trinket you actually take away from the site. But you use your GPS or your smartphone to track it down in person.
I could see where someone could exploit that information.
That's one of cyber expert Teresa Payton's 3 concerns.
These are strangers. These are people you don't know who are telling you to go to a remote location to find treasure.
Second, many of the hard-to-find but easy-to-place spots have been used. So those placing the treasures are sometimes hanging them in dangerous places on electrical, gas, and water lines.
And they're actually putting themselves physically at risk by putting these geocaches in places they really don't belong.
Finally, with an event like the DNC coming to Charlotte this year, she is worried that bad guys are going to hide bad things under the cover of geocaching.
Try and be a law enforcement officer who's trying to protect an area, and you see a strange person with a box, and they suddenly dart into the woods with this box. What are you going to think?
Now, having said all of that, Teresa says there is a great geocaching website that promotes education and safety and geocaching the right way. She just really wants you to do some research before you get into this. Now it's time for the